Hey, what's going on? This is Matt here from Abundant Pastures. Find us on the web, abundantpastures.farm. Hey, the other day I did a video where we did like a peek here at the inside of one of our laying hoop houses. So I decided I'm going to do some videos kind of breaking down the different parts here, kind of what makes one of these things work. So context, this is a 20 by 48 hoop house, on skids. It gets moved to a new footprint every day. So all this infrastructure has to be portable. So today we're going to talk about water and how we manage our water here. So here's the supply line coming in. And so this hose here, the supply hose, it has one of these fittings on each end, and it's just a standard hose in between. And then so in our pasture we have in this pasture every 200 feet right through the center we have one of these hookups. So this hose has one of these ends on each end to get it from the supply line to the house here, and then just on the house end we have a valve to turn it on and off. So when it's time to move the house, just turn the valve off, pop it loose, move the house, and then hook it back up. So, that line goes up, goes in the house, and we'll head on in and go from there. Yeah, so the line comes in, comes over here and goes to this pressure reducer. So these waters that we use have to be, have to operate off of a low PSI. So from there, then we have on each end of the house, we have 3 of these Plasson drinkers. So we got 3 on this end and then 3 on the other end. So we've kind of standardized on these all across the farm. I think we have like 40 of them total operating at one time. So these work off like a ballast system. So there's a weight here on the inside. So the water then, when the chickens drink here, and then it fills up until we get enough weight here, and it turns it off there. So these work pretty good. They do have some downsides to them. One is sometimes they get algae will build up right here and it'll clog them off. And then the other downside that these things have is when we have to hang them from something, so we have them hanging up off the hoop there. Well, the chickens will roost up there, so these can get kind of dirty, especially at night. So every day we have to go through and flip them over and clean the water out. So that's a bit of a hassle, but it works good. Like I've seen people do like nipple systems, but I like these because it's literally, you walk in the door and here they are. So it's obvious if there's a problem. If there's no water in them, there's definitely a problem. I think a nipple system would be less obvious to identify problems. Let's see. One other thing about these that I don't necessarily like is if they do go without water for a period of time and they get emptied, when you turn the water back on, the water will begin to fill up and the chickens will all get excited and they'll come running over and they will push down on the lip, which turns the water off. And then they lay it up and another drip comes out and they push down again. So if you ever run out of water, you can't just turn it on and walk away, which is kind of annoying. So that happened maybe like once or twice a year, something crazy will happen like that. And then you have to go through and just lift them up out of the reach of the chickens, let them fill up, set it down, and then go to the other one, go to the other one, go to the other side and fill those up until they all get a drink and where they're not pushing down on that lip to restrict the water from flowing. So anyway, well, this is kind of how the waters work, and we'll do another video on something else later. Bye.